Howdy guys, Nintendo Capri Sun here, welcoming you to my next LP, which is pretty much a continuation of my last two LPs, which is Megaman X, the Megaman X series, 1 through 3. As for when I do 4 through 8, that remains to be decided, but hey, is that a spider ball track on that building? Sure looks like it. I was thinking about making this an episode in which I talked absurdly clearly, so as to try and trigger the closed caption feature to actually understand what I'm saying. But after seeing the results of ASDF-san's said experiment, I am not so sure that it's even worth trying. But anyway, so our story pretty much picks up where X2 left off with a new character, Dr. Doppler. Before long, they will have used every single letter of the alphabet for those logos under the robot energy meters that you fight. I just drank some Coke. That is why there was a pause in my speech. You might have heard the sound of me putting my glass back down on my computer desk. This is the first boss that you will fight in the game, and this is Dr. Doppler's logo. I'm not sure how Dr. Doppler will translate in the closed caption, but I guess we'll see. But hey, soon the call went out to X and Zero to destroy the invading Mavericks. Hey, I'm gonna try something, okay? In the bathroom. In the bathroom. Do you hear that closed captioning? I'm gonna try it again. In the bathroom. In the bathroom. Okay, now let's try this one. Get some more toilet paper. Get some more toilet paper. Get some more toilet paper. Get some more toilet paper! Alright. What else is there? There's so happy. So happy. I don't know if that H is coming out right, though. So happy. It's hard to really, I don't know, I never understood how voice recognition software could possibly work, because when you buy that kind of software, you have to speak, you have to actually, help it to get to know your voice by saying certain words, so it gets a sense of what your accent is. You can't just apply one voice recognition to everybody, because it doesn't work. Yeah, you better return fire. So what? What now? Is that it for the story? Can we finally start playing? Cool. Megaman X 3. That would have looked just fine, leaving the X down there, but it probably would have been too blocky or something. Okay, so let's begin the game. Wait, I'm not this is exactly what I did in Mega Man X2. I'm like, oh, wait, I'm starting? Ugh. Okay, so much like Mega Man X2, this game will pit you against a preliminary stage which you will have to master and beat before you may select one of the requisite 8 stages that you would typically have to select from in such a game. Go Zero, hit that B with your sword. X, I'll clear out the enemies out here. You go ahead and deal with the ones inside. Aren't you going to go tackle the main defense force or the main computer or something? I mean, did you get demoted, Zero? Is that what happened to you in this game? You got demoted? I don't know. Now, one of the most shocking things about this game in comparison to its predecessors is that you will find monsters doing ridiculous amounts of damage to you when their projectiles and otherwise make contact with you. Sometimes you will lose as much as half of your health bar just off of one hit. Or you might just die instantly from a former ally, as you can see happening here. I need to blow my nose, and I can't do it, because I'm recording. Actually, being in a cutscene, I could have done it just now. Well, Megaman gets taken away, so now you get to play as Zero, and I swear, I think they designed this stage that in such a way that you almost have to take a hit at some point. I can't believe I got that far without taking a hit, actually. Anyway, Zero controls pretty much identically. What the hell? Oh my god, I almost died. Jeez. I don't know how you're supposed to avoid these, but these are some trippy balls, let me tell you. They're fast. Okay, that nose-blowing situation is getting to be a serious issue now. Okay, so I will show you now Zero's charge-up move, which is very cool. Shoot, shoot, sword, saber. Otherwise, you can just stand here and fire like a chimpanzee and pretty much win the battle no matter what. So we free Mega Man, and all is well again in the world. A little bit of silence there. I just blew my nose. It feels much better now. Thank you. I appreciate your concern. So let's get out of here. Go. Oh, it's... What am I talking about? I'm not finished with the stage yet. Silly me. What was I thinking? Okay. So now you will engage in a battle that is disarmingly similar to a battle you fought at the beginning of Mega Man X2. It's pretty much identical. You simply hit the head with the X-Buster and watch it do massive damage while avoiding the spiked projectiles that he will hurl towards you without throwing up. This is not as easy as it looks, because these spiked balls will simply crash right into you with no provocation and seemingly no warning before they let loose. However, since this boss only deals 1 damage per hit, he is pretty much pathetic, and he will be jello in your hands. So, we have finished. Like I said, very similar to X2. Cool beans. Cool beans. Looks like we've swept most of the enemies out of here. I'll go back and check on headquarters. Call me if you need me. Okay, I'll just pull out my cell phone and dial 0. But something tells me I would get the operator if I did that. That's not good. Our first robot, Maverick, that we will be fighting in this game is called Blizzard Buffalo. This sounds very unnatural for me. Maybe I should just start talking normally again. Of course, if you haven't... Hell, if you... I don't know. I mean, I would think that if you survived this long into the video, you probably don't mind it that much, but other people who are really annoyed by it probably would have stopped the video like 4 minutes in and left a comment saying, I can't listen to this. And I don't blame you at all if that is the case. Anyway, this is a pretty easy stage. There's a lot of stuff I'm passing here that I can't do much about right now. Oops. There's also a lot of energy drops, or energy just sitting around for you to pick up, so don't fret too much if you take a hit. And there's lots of energy drops, too. So. Anyway, I'm going to drop down here. And there's more to the left if you want, but that guy drops some, and then you just head down here. And in some stages, you will see empty rooms like this, which is not uncommon. You saw this in the last game, too, except they were dead ends. Well, in this game, there's just another part of the stage. And they pretty much serve the same purpose they did in the previous game, which is to house the optional bosses, which will show up later in the game once you've beaten a couple stages, but otherwise, yeah. And thankfully, again, you get to start with your speed dash, so that makes things a lot easier. Like those guys right there that I was just fighting, those guys will do like 6 damage if you touch them. It's either 4 or 6. And it's just really nasty, I tell you. I'm not used to taking that kind of damage, especially when you only have... Dude, what are you doing? Especially when you only have 16 health. Now, this part right here, you really want to be careful, because you can take a lot of damage in a short amount of time if you're not really careful. And since the enemies respawn, if you scroll off of them, that's also a problem, so... Oh, yoy. Okay, now this right here is a tricky jump in. I'm not sure if I'm going to make this on the first try, but... Oh, yeah, we did. Alright. And here's our first upgrade. Enter this capsule, X. Take this leg upgrade. The upgrade will enhance your mobility in the air. You will be able to dash left, right, or even straight up into the air. That sounds cool. I guess Dr. Light's gonna be high in this game. Of course, I'll forget what voice I was using. That was kind of a high Magipsy voice. I don't mean high like low high. I mean like high like weed high. Okay, watch out for the snow blower or the snow speeder. Well, unfortunately, I don't have time to fight this boss in this video because I'm up to 10:35, so we'll have to save that for next time. So sorry, guys, but in the next episode, we will take on Blizzard Buffalo. It's funny how you fight the ice boss first in this game, much as you did in the first Mega Man X. Okay, see you later.